Okay, and it's live. What's going on, buddy? This is JWAGS 412. Welcome to Free to Play Podcast number 17. As with me, as always, we got Voice Legend and Dirk Griggity. But you guys do your little intros real quick, and then we'll get to this E3 topics. This is the E3 podcast, the E3 edition. A lot happened, a lot to talk about. Nintendo, Xbox, Sony, Square Enix, Ubisoft, a lot to cover, and some other topics too. But we're going to get right into it. So go ahead with the intros, guys, while I pull my page up.
Yeah, what's up, y'all? This is Dirk Griggity. Yada yada yada. Let's go.
Always love just the horrific introduction.
I gotta stay consistent, sir.
It's top notch. After like 17 weeks, that's all you got. All right, go ahead, Voice.
Hey, what's going on, guys? As you know, I'm Voice Legend. I specialize in parody dubs and voice acting and all that on my channel. So just be sure to come by. And also, thanks for having me here, JWAGS.
Yes, sir. Hey, Fatal, man. Shout out, don't call me Danny and Fatal. Fatal, I missed you, bro. I missed you on the podcast, man.
Yeah, man.
Need you back on here, man. But anyway, so what's going on, guys? We're talking to you for a minute here. A long week, ain't it? It was a long week. Long, exciting week.
Yeah.
A lot to watch, man. If you got a full-time job, if you got school and your kids, it's a lot to keep up with.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. What up, Savage? I watched a lot of these things after they are recorded, so I watched like the highlights of some of the shows. Not the main three, but I watched the highlights from like Square Enix and Ubisoft and shit like that.
Right.
But we're getting a lot of that shit, man. There was a lot of L's during these shows. Some of the presentation shit was ridiculous. Did you guys? I think it was. I forget whose show it was, man. But it was whoever showed Dance. Just Dance 2019.
Oh,
Ubisoft, right? Ubisoft, I think.
Yeah. Right. Yeah,
Yeah, they had like that whole like 5-minute introduction where like they're like dancing like costumes and shit.
Oh my god,
that shit was absurd. What's up, bro? This is Open Hangouts call where people could join to speak their opinion. Hey, Nate and Jeffrey, man. I'll tell you what, I've absolutely done it in the past, and I am a big fan of doing that. I like talking to people, subs and shit, if people want to get their opinion. Well, you recall last week we had a little incident, so I'm a tad bit reluctant.
yeah.
And Nate and Jeffrey, no offense to you, bro, but I don't recognize your name. I'm sorry if you've been watching for a while, but I don't recognize your name at all. So
We just don't want a repeat of that shit happening from before.
let me think on for a second, man. Like I would love to have like subs here, but like I don't know if I think I gotta do a different way because now I'm nervous. Before I was all for it, but now I'm a little nervous. But so let's just get right into it, man. We'll start off with I wish Cherry Man was here. Shout out Cherry Man Gaming. We'll start with Nintendo's conference. So before I give my thoughts about that bullshit, about that complete fucking waste of time, unless you just a huge Smash fan, I'll let you guys give your opinion first. What were you guys' opinions about the conference in total? General thoughts.
Well, I watched the entire direct, whatever you call it.
Exactly, I saw it.
Of course, you know, I'm not a Nintendo fan, but I'm a gamer, so I want to see what's coming out for even a platform I don't particularly care for. And I just didn't get it. I mean, the shit was awful to me, man. I'm looking like, what the hell is going on? I know some Nintendo fans are happy about Smash Brothers, but I didn't get the in-depth special power of every individual character, what they have for breakfast. And I mean, that shit was crazy to me, man. It was just too, I don't know. I don't understand the Nintendo thing, but to each his own. But I thought it was terrible, though.
It was.
That's all I got to say about that.
It was bad. But go ahead, Voice.
That conference. You hear me? You hear me right now?
I hear you.
That conference was the worst conference in the history of every E3 ever.
Damn.
It was horrible. Okay, first of all, the only two highlights you can even say were the new Mario Party and Smash. They spent a total of 15 to 20 minutes talking about Smash in depth. They didn't even say any of the other games that were coming out after it. And you even as it was going on, like after the conference, they started showing games that people would have been interested in seeing there, but they didn't show that off. And we were just like, why? And I was watching that with Chariot Man Gaming. I was watching it in his stream. So like everything that they showed off was just like yawn, and then they're like Fortnite for the Switch, and I'm just like, okay, we kind of already knew that was coming, but kind of tired of Fortnite. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm not even excited for that. Like, yeah, it's good for Nintendo, but yeah, he was excited about it, of course, because he finally gets to play it,
I mean the whole like show in general.
Well, there was not too much to be excited about, to be honest.
No, man, it was a bad event, man. Well, Craig Harris,
it was pretty terrible, and I think I know why it was, because like Nintendo at this point has been just they've been showing off all the best shit at their Nintendo Directs. So at E3, they're just like, oh fuck it, E3, we'll just slap something together.
No,
and that's what it felt like.
There's more. Yeah, I agree. There's more to the that though, man. This show, I was generally hyped for this show, man. I generally get excited for what Nintendo's going to show, right? Because they are known generally for big surprises. It's like last year when all they had to do was say that they were working on a Pokemon game, everybody lost their mind. And this year, there were games that I wanted to see a more in-depth look at. The main problem I had with this conference was where the fuck was Metroid Prime 4, right?
They didn't even show that. Like I said, they didn't show nothing that people wanted.
That is probably your most hyped game, or people were hyped about. Bayonetta 3, which I fucking want. There was nowhere to be seen, nor was it even talked about once.
They also talked briefly about that Pokemon game, but that was it. But people already knew about that.
That was okay. Yeah, I mean, like they did a little thing with Reggie, he's showing. They kept that short and brief. That's where it needed to be. Other than that, though, man, all you saw was let's see, ports. Yeah, Wolfenstein 2 coming, Dragon Ball Z, that we know was confirmed. A couple of smaller games. They had some kind of like, it looked like Gundam Warrior. They started off with some kind of like RPG. It looked Japanese RPG. Didn't look too bad. Octopath Traveler looks okay, but that's no way like a big bang or anything like that. You know what I mean? But other than that, man, they showed what? They showed what's a game called? Super Mario Party, right? Like apparently there's a brand new one.
Super Mario Party. Yeah, they showed that.
Super Mario Party that's releasing the same month as their online service, and Super Mario Party is not online.
It's not?
No, it's not. In fact, the whole thing was marketed around just people being in the room. You could see like how they did it and everything, like how they had it on the table and they were doing all that shit. Like, oh,
706 Gamer, EJ Johnson, great points. Where the fuck was Star Fox? Where the hell's they got a Yoshi game coming out? How about their Captain Toad bullshit?
I also heard that the Yoshi game was delayed or something like that.
I don't know, but like I said, man, like the biggest thing I probably had with, I was interested, like they showed a little Pokemon shit, a couple of games here and there. So okay, cool, it's going good. Then they started showing Smash. I'm like, okay, I was actually interested at first.
15 minutes.
But 22 minutes later, I was like, okay, I fucking get the point, dude. They went to everything. They went into facial animations and how they improved the graphics. And different move sets and how it's like an in-depth tutorial, man.
That's why I was looking at. Like, why did they do that unless they knew they had nothing else to show?
Each character's special, just ruining it for us, just ruining the surprise. Like, I don't know, they spent way too much time, man. Way too much time.
Yeah, they did
on that part of the conference, man. So
the wackest Nintendo conference ever.
Yeah, I mean, like there was a lot of games people wanted to see, man. Last year, you showed us still a Metroid Prime 4. You got to address that shit, okay? Say something about it.
There was a rumor that last year, like when they showed that the game wasn't even in development yet. So that can explain some of it. That's a rumor.
Yeah, it's kind of the same situation as why Medieval didn't show up for
let's get into that though. So Fortnite released on the Switch. We'll talk about that other topic later. But Fortnite released on the Switch, which we all expected, and Chariot Man called. Shout out to Chariot Man Gaming again. He called it, and it's good. Good thing they got it. I mean, they should get it. It's not a very demanding game. It's on every other goddamn platform to include phones. So really no surprise. I'm glad the Switch owners have that game. I actually played it, and people are gonna like this shit. But it's dog shit, bro. It is dog shit on the Switch, bro. It's 30 frames per second. The textures, everything look horrible. I know it's an underpowered system, but fuck, man. I mean, I played it in handheld most. Maybe it's better with stock, but I didn't like it, man. I can see shit popping in and out, like textures popping in and out. And maybe I'm spoiled with the Xbox One X version. But the Switch version of this, man, I don't like it. Even like even flipping between menus and shit, it's all slow and it goes back to like your main character and it's all blurry and it takes a second to like what it looks like is like like processing the image and shit like that. I'm not too impressed with it. Like I said, it's great they got it on there, but in my opinion, I won't be playing it on the go, man. I think it's kind of counterproductive to play that shit anywhere outside your house because you gotta be so invested in that game. So if you're like on the bus or on a park bench, man, like you better watch your back. That's all. Unless you're like in a suburban area,
it wouldn't really be easy to play games online on the Switch anyway while outdoors because you know how Wi-Fi.
Oh yeah. I don't know if your hotspot's gonna cut it, but like I can't imagine Dirt, man. I can't imagine Dirt sitting in his van, bro, like in Detroit.
Hell no.
Like all invested because like Dirt. You ever see Dirt's videos? Boys, he's always watching over shoulder.
Oh yeah. I always see his videos.
So yeah, man. But anyway, but I think we can all agree here, man. This console, not this console, this presentation, it just was underwhelming, right?
Yeah, it was very underwhelming.
Like I said,
way better from Nintendo.
It was fine up until they showed the Smash, man. And then after the Smash was over, they ended it. There was no. I thought they were gonna have some big announcement at the end or something, something just for the fans. But no, they just decided to end it at shit, and then their stupid ass treehouse started. So.
I mean, what's going to happen though, Wax? They're going to have another direct, usually like around later in the year.
Yeah.
It's going to be awesome, and people's going to forget about E3. They're going to show all of these games that was.
Oh yeah, I don't think it hurts. I don't think it hurts them at all as a company. But apparently people say apparently their stock fell 7%. Where the fuck that's supposed to mean?
Oh, did it?
But yeah, it's not gonna. I don't think it's gonna slow down the sales at all, man. People are still hyped for shit coming out. Yeah. But like I said, in my opinion, that's probably the worst E3 for Nintendo I've seen in a long time.
Well, yeah. I don't know what year it was, but remember they had Wii Music. What year was that? That's when they were having the traditional conferences still.
Yeah, that shit was terrible. The worst was the puppets.
Oh, yeah.
Was that the same year?
I remember the puppets. I thought that was funny though, man.
That shit was dumb as fuck, bro.
That shit was terrible, man. I remember that. I remember that shit was terrible.
I'm calling this now. I'll say this right now to everybody in the panel. Hey, shout out to everybody on the chat too. Everybody watching. I'll call this now. In my opinion, Nintendo got third place. You win third place. Yeah, third place. I think they ranked last in these E3s. Yeah. As far as
the big three.
Yeah, I think as far as the games they showed that everybody knew was coming, no surprises whatsoever. Is a big thing because E3 is all about oh shit, I know it's coming out, or whatever, and just people want to say Fortnite was a surprise. It's like everybody already predicted that.
None of that was a surprise that they had to show.
It was cool that he said it comes out today. That was kind of cool. When he announced these, like you play it right now. But anyway, so any last thoughts on the tennis conference? Bullshit.
Dog
There's
shit.
There's a question in the chat, man, like Savage, like you said, was it the puppets from 2016, 2015? No, those puppets was like doing the Wii
yeah, I think it was Wii U.
Like Wii U? What, Wii U?
Oh, was it the Wii U years? Was it
I think it was Wii U. That would have been 2016, 2015.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I thought it was the Wii years. No,
I think
it was the Wii U because it was definitely like before the person who was in it died. Got his name?
I don't know. But anyway, the conference is bullshit. Like I said, very disappointing. But I'm sure, like Dirt said, they'll probably have it direct in a month or two and announce something big, and everybody it'll be swept under the rug. Everybody forget about it.
Yep.
Next up, we got PlayStation. Now, what's the start? Before we get into games and everything else, we'll start with we're breaking this whole thing down from start to finish, right? Let's talk about their decision, like their location, their whole presentation. Sony. If you want to talk about presentation, the way it was presented, the way the place where it was at, all the awkward moments of silence, people playing the goddamn kazoo and flutes and all this other shit and banjos. Presentation, watching that E3 was awful, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. It was horribly paced. It was a bore to watch, man, until they show these trailers, in my opinion. So, before we get into games, what do you guys think about that? You guys think that's a fair analysis of that?
I agree. It was torture. It was torture
initially until they started, like you said,
until they started showing the games and shit. Other than that,
even when they showed the games, like they show a trailer or a gameplay thing, you'd be like, "Oh fuck yeah, it looks hype," and then like they went to like some assholes on a little stage for 10 minutes that had no idea what they're talking about. They're talking about like random bullshit.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like mainly the tail half of the games that they showed off.
Yeah.
That's when it really started getting exciting.
Yeah, I like how that shit was boring to shit at me when I was watching that. But yeah, Sav Jew said PlayStation was weird. Yes, it was. Weird is a good word to describe it. They were like in a fucking tent for a portion of it, then they were in a church. I don't know what the fuck.
They had a pre-show.
Oh, Craig Harris, what's up, bro?
What's happening? No, they had a pre-show, and the people that were there knew about it. I talked to people that went, and they said, "Well, we all knew about it." One, number two, they knew that they're not worried. This is going to sound bad, but this is the truth. They don't set their events up for people who are streaming. It's set up for the people that are there. I'm not damage controlling the conference. If you watched it on streamed it or watched it, I mean, it was disconjointed. Ultimately, though, they knew what they were doing. They were surprised as hell when the scene switched for The Last of Us, and where they were sitting was exactly where that game was happening. But that was the pre-show. They probably should have just let the people who were streaming, or they should have let them know about that up front.
706 Gamer said Craig with the damage control.
No, there's nothing. The people didn't. The people that were there knew. The people who were watching it or streaming it, whatever you want to call it, they didn't know. So that sucked. Just
I would say though, man, like the vast majority of your audience, probably 99.999% is watching this thing via stream.
Yeah, and all right, go back to PSX. Sony did not care about the people that were streaming. It was the people that were there. People like J-Dub and I think All Day went. They said it was a really good show, but they were there. They were physically there. So, and that's what these two guys said. This was the district manager at GameStop. He was like, yeah, he said they just didn't tell people on watching that that they were going to do that, but the people that were there knew. But it was
right.
It's not a huge deal. Like Savage Uger, I'll get to that in a second, man. What you just stated. Okay, but yeah, so the presentation for the most part, I mean, especially to people watching at home, can't speak for people over there, but for us watching at home, the presentation was, like Craig said, disjointed, kind of all over the place, kind of unorganized. But that's okay. I'll let that slide if there's games present, right? So let's get to the game. So the first game that they showed, obviously, they let off with this, was The Last of Us. Now, before I get into my thoughts about it, what are you guys' general thoughts? Were you guys impressed?
Yes, very impressed.
Oh, yes, very impressed. I was very impressed, except for the part with the fucking SJW propaganda. But other than that, it was pretty great. The game's looking very good.
And let me tell you something, man. You know, in my opinion, Naughty Dogs are the best developers on this planet, man. And I don't even think I still think the game is like a year out or more. You know what I'm saying? But just to see where they're at now, this shows you that there's a talented development team. And The Last of Us is one of my most favorite games of all time. So it looked phenomenal to me. It looked great.
Yeah, it has fantastic graphics, dude.
Yeah, like they're known for Naughty Dog's very talented developers. Like they're known for making games that look fucking amazing. But this
violence, oh my god, the violence.
Yeah. This gameplay has me excited, man. You're playing as Ellie, and it was kind of jarring, wasn't it? Because it shows her, she's kissing a woman, which is fine. And then it goes like from that, and it turns, and she got a knife in some dude's neck, and she has his hand over the guy's mouth, and she brings him down. Then you start getting to the shit. She's like stabbing people, shooting people in the jaw. And I was really amazed, man, by like the level of detail. Like, she shot the one lady in the jaw when she's under the car. You saw where the bullet went through there, and the blood dripping down, and
brutal, man.
Yeah, every detail I saw, man, just the textures of the game, to the animations, how fluid it was. One thing that did concern me at first is it looked like, to me, it wasn't like everything looked too streamlined. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like it was a tech demo. Like she's getting these little scuffles and shit.
Yeah.
It looked to me like maybe that's not exactly how it's going to go, but apparently that was actual gameplay.
Yeah,
that's actually how the game's going to function. So,
yeah,
I'm glad to see that. I'm glad to see. I'm very curious to see like what kind of world we're in. I guess this is Ellie growing up. We don't know if Joel's going to be in the game, or how he's going to play into this whole story. We all know. We really don't know anything too much story wise besides Ellie's mother, yada yada. But from the little bit of gameplay I saw, man, I was absolutely impressed. No words, man. I was glued to my TV the whole time. It looks amazing. I'm a big Last of Us fan. I cannot wait. I wish they would give a release date, but it tells me that it's probably not close to being done yet. So,
Yeah.
And there's a very good chance it's going to be a cross-platform game.
Yeah, I agree with you, Craig.
we think PS4 and PS5.
Yeah,
Yeah.
possibly.
Yeah, possibly.
Very, very, very good chance. That's what buddy of mine who works at GameStop said. So it's not a surprise that with this show within 30 hours, there's stuff starting to come out about the next Xbox. It's because they've seen the specs that Sony's going with, so they got to get something out there now. They planned it anyway, but now it's all of a sudden, well, here's what we may be going with. But again, back to The Last of Us, just what I saw, her kissing the girl and then changing right into a violent gameplay. It was just trying to give you here's one side of this character, and then here's another side. It's just brutal. I thought with the demo that we saw, the most impressive thing I saw, and you all are right, fantastic. Shadows look great. Physics were really good. When she was shot, it was bleeding through her shirt.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, and so
I picked that up. Yeah,
it was just that attention to detail. That's amazing. What you guys are saying, what Naughty Dog's bringing. So,
hey, Craig,
great demo for them. Great opening.
Can y'all hear me?
Oh shit! Yeah, we hear you, bro.
All right, I'm gonna call it. That's some fraudulent bullshit that I just heard from Craig.
so real quick, what's going on for people down in the chat? It's the Silver Sky, aka I call him Kratos. Look at that beard. That beard's fucking official.
That beard, boy.
Go ahead, Silver. What you want to say, bro?
So Craig, you're talking about bleeding through the shirt, correct?
I believe she was.
You do realize that was in the first game, right?
I did not see that in the first game. I haven't played it in years. So.
I can't recall either.
Oh my
so
God.
if it was, good for them.
All of y'all are blocked this shenanigans.
Well, enlighten us, Silver Sky.
Oh, no, you don't. We gonna be out here for 4 hours or what?
Were you not impressed by this game?
All that matters about EA or E3 was motherfucking The Last of Us. Let's go!
I don't know about that, man. Resident Evil.
Curb Stomp LeBron is the best. Recognize, bow down. They fucking destroyed it again.
Yeah, well, it was impressive.
Yeah, it was impressive, man.
Yeah,
there ain't nobody, no dev, no nothing that's on their level. That shit crushed it.
Well, that Square Enix said it was fake. It was fake news.
Coming from the guy that's been trying like hell to recreate Uncharted and failed every time. Fuck out of here, you French dumbass. Go eat it.
I know, I'm just fucking with you. I don't know, that Tomb Raider demo looked pretty good too, but I'm just fucking with you. I agree with you. Nobody can touch Naughty Dog.
Naughty Dog's the kings, man.
Yeah,
and I'm Xbox guy, of course. You know that they're the fucking kings, man.
Silver Sky's funny, man. Yeah, but Last of Us 2 looked great though, man. Silver Sky's hyped for that, man. You guys be ready to go. Next up, we'll talk about Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Now
I got a take on this game. First of all, the game looks absolutely amazing. Now, I'm assuming the game is still way off, like like The Last of Us. It's way off. But I thought the animations didn't look that great.
What?
Maybe I'm nitpicking. I didn't think the animations looked that great. I thought the animations looked a little choppy to me. But the game looks great. Don't get me wrong.
May I?
Man, I thought the animation looked great.
Go ahead, Silver.
Just my opinion.
Actually, I need to turn around because if I go over here, I'm gonna get in a hole. Hold on.
Yeah.
When it comes to animations, are you referring to the combat or the
combat?
Movement? Okay, so the combat. I figure that's what you're gonna say, and that's just because you're not aware of reality. And I don't mean that in a negative way, or well, maybe you're an Xbox dude, so yeah, I mean that negatively. Okay, so
yeah, I'm an Xbox guy.
All right, so I want you right now to Google on your phone, on your Xbox, whatever. Google the mocap for that game.
I saw it. I saw it.
Okay. So you do realize that they're using actual, real-life sword fighting mechanics, correct? Okay. So
I
the
know what
movement
mocap
looks
mean.
like that
Yeah.
because that's how sword fighting works, sir. They are completely doing it the right way. 100%.
Okay, man.
Did you see the man? He came around the corner. There's bamboo sticks and such, and he stop. And they're like, "What? Bitch, get this blade!" And they came at him, and he was like, "Swoop! There goes your jugular." I mean, stop it right now.
Yeah.
I think the game looks great, but that's how I feel. I felt the animations didn't look that great to me. That's how
I thought it looked fantastic, man. That combat looked fucking brutal, man. It was
brutal. It was definitely brutal. It was definitely brutal. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah,
maybe I need to watch it again. I'll watch it again. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'll watch it again.
Take a second look, please, because
look at where it was just 7 months ago when all we got was that CGI trailer. And where it is now, it's so yeah, I agree. It's early. Just the sword fight scene, the red leaves they were on. Meaning,
that shit look awesome. That shit look awesome.
Up against the green representing the culture, and then the yellow behind them, the serenity. All that encompasses what we're going to see. So again, beautiful looking game. Certainly hope it works out for everybody. It stole the show by far. That stole E3.
Hey, Craig, let me ask you a question. There were some guys I heard saying they think that's not a PS4. I totally think that's PS4.
Well, what did Sucker Punch say? That's who you go by.
I don't know. They didn't say anything.
Yeah, it could have been on PC, but the way it blended in from the CGI scene to the actual scene, it probably was a PS4.
I want to talk about them graphics, bro. Them graphics of that game looking fucking next level, man.
Hey, that shit look crazy.
It looks great.
The thing about Detroit and God of War, that's on PC. It can't look like that. Then you turned on Detroit and you saw that first Android looking at you.
I'm sorry, it's gonna be kind of hard to beat the visuals of Detroit.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, bro. It goes to Tsushima. That shit looked. You see the fucking field and the rose?
But the facial animations, Detroit is going to be hard to beat.
Detroit is hard.
The faces, the facial animations.
Even Ghost of Tsushima's not. It's not touching that.
Visual. I mean, that's a whole different kind. That's a
whole different kind of game. But I'm just saying, like, that shit looks.
Go ahead, Silver. You started to say something. Go ahead, man.
Yoshida said that every game about to be shown after the Last of Us trailer went out, that they're all releasing within a year. So they can all take that knowledge and shove it up your ass.
Well, he would know.
You got too much testosterone, Silver.
He would know. So good. That's good for everybody if you're interested in those games. And
that shit look good, bro. He's fucking moving around. He's fucking moving them petals like the rose petals and shit, whatever the fuck that tree was, and they're moving with them. That shit looked godly, bro.
Y'all know the concept of that game, right? Like he's transitioning from samurai to ninja, right?
Yeah.
Oh no, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
that's pretty sweet.
So think about like the Patriot with Mel Gibson's crazy ass, right? So he used to be a soldier, and then he started transitioning into a guerrilla warfare. That's what you're going to essentially be playing out. So you're going to go from that traditional kind of sword fighting to where you're going to be very guerrilla, sneaky, slicing people up from behind kind of shit. It's going to be fucking dope, dude. That game's going to be ridiculous. And that gameplay that we saw was a side quest. That shit wasn't even the main mission.
It was just a side quest. I read that,
That game's going to be crazy, man. It's going to be absolutely nuts. Off the wall. Another great classic from Sony.
Next up, this is what I want to talk about, man. Death Stranding.
Wow.
Now, I was not impressed by this game.
I'm with you on that way.
I still don't know.
That game's making me worry a little bit.
I still don't know what the fuck it's about at all. I can't even put a conclusion together. Like I said, all they showed us was people walking. Norman Reedus is walking from here, this place to this place, walking through the water, walking across the plank, holding the baby. And then we saw, some stuff at the end with some big footprints and invisible creatures with a flashlight. I don't know what the fuck's happening with it, but so far I'm not sold in the game. What are you guys' thoughts on Death Stranding?
I agree with you 100%. I don't know what the hell is going on.
Same here. I can't criticize it.
I'm assuming the game might be sweet when it come out, though. It might be good when it come out, but I don't know, man.
We just don't know too much about it because they keep showing the most obscure shit. They need to get down into the actual gameplay, you know.
Like I
But they
said,
won't do that.
it's definitely piqued my interest, but I have no idea.
The thing is, we're not seeing enough of it, though.
Yeah.
Well, that's by design. But yeah, the fact that he just wants to, I think, keep people intrigued and hopefully, but the game looks good. But ultimately, yeah, we just have to wait and see what it's about. It's Kojima, so I'm willing to cut him a break. He's entertained me since I was 12 years old with games, so I'll give him the benefit of the doubt and see what's happening.
All right, Silver Sky, thoughts?
I'm really intrigued. I like the fact that he put out the trailer to show off the kind of the tone, right? He wanted to showcase the atmosphere, and purposely did not show combat of any sort because he didn't want to. He doesn't want to reveal too much. So I'm completely intrigued by. I like how when they were walking, they kept adding like an entire mobile home to the back of the dude. I thought that was the whole thing is just extremely intriguing. I'm just, I'm along for the ride. Like I'm not writing it off or anything. I think it looks fantastic. I can't believe he's got it running at 4K. I'm super intrigued by it. Even if it was just a walking simulator, with a really dope, complex, layered story, that seems compelling enough for me to pick it up. I don't necessarily have to have combat, but
yeah, I get the feeling that it's more of a stealth-based game. From what I've seen so far.
Maybe, or there could be factions of other humans that you have to fight, or those there's a whole lot of possibilities. We just don't know anything about it.
We don't know shit.
Yeah, that's the main thing. Is like we don't know too much about it. I don't know too much about it to draw a conclusion yet. You know what I mean? So I guess we'll see what they show next about it in the upcoming months or upcoming year or whatever. But it looks alright. You are loud as fuck, Silver.
I'm loud.
I can just hear I just hear like your window and shit, or the car.
Yeah, I'll mute myself.
Appreciate it, bro. Let's couldn't hear. Yo, tell me Silver Sky's that beard ain't the most official beard you ever saw in your life, bro.
The beard of Kratos.
He been going to shop for a minute, man. He got a little anyway. So next up, of course, let's talk about Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean,
it lit the internet. There's two groups of people covering Spider-Man. The comic book people, they're covering it way different. They're blown away by it. It was covered very well in comicbook.com. I mean, they did a very good article on it. Very excited about it. I like the combat. Looks smooth. I know these idiots were running around saying that it's been downgraded. I'm like, how many times you all going to keep saying this? I mean, there's a bunch of simps, but ultimately, I liked what I saw. I'm glad the Sinister Six is going to be in it. So, so let's just keep it coming. Like the combat, and hopefully that was Daredevil or Miles Morales who they were referencing at the end. That's what I'm hoping.
I think it was Daredevil.
That's what Screen Rant's saying that's what they got. So we'll have to wait and see who it was. Because the fact that they have the Wrath, the fact that's even in that game, they are digging deep on this game. So we'll wait and see. But that's something else because there's all kind of people in that prison, as we saw. But it was pretty fun.
The gameplay looked fantastic, man. They showed off so many moves. I remember the one move in particular where he jumped in the air and they shot out like I don't know, like 30 fucking individual webs and knocked everybody around him down. That was sweet. I like the way the game flows. It seems like it's pretty, everything transitions so fluently. Like I said, they showed all his villains so far, and then the one thing at the end there you guys caught. Remember when when they're all attacking him and he looks up, he says, I think he says you or something like that, right? He says you. So we don't know who that is. If it's somebody's helping him out, people been speculating Daredevil. Who the fuck knows? But the shit looks sweet, man.
It does.
Comes out in September, so we'll find out soon enough. But I'm hyped for Spider-Man, man. That is a day one purchase. Silver, Silver, thoughts on Spider-Man, bro?
Don't forget to unmute.
Yeah, you got me. I don't know if you're talking or not.
Can y'all hear me? Is it still really loud?
Yep, I hear you.
Yeah, I mean, y'all pretty much, said everything you could say about it. The game just needs to hurry up and come out so we get our hands on it.
Oh yeah, I'm hyped for that shit, man.
Yeah, 10 weeks, 10-week
But,
countdown.
So pretty much those were the exclusives. Unless I'm missing another exclusive that's shown, I don't think I am though. Maybe besides like PSVR shit like that. But let's talk about, in my opinion, the biggest announcement, because those games we already knew were coming. It was just an in-depth look, but they announced at Sony's show. It's a multi-plat, but they announced Resident Evil 2 remake. Fuck.
Oh yeah.
I've been waiting on
That's
this
what
shit
I
for
was talking
for
about,
so long.
man.
For years they announced it. But go ahead, voice.
Dude, man, it hit me at a bad time because I was having a bad time. I was about to quit gaming, and then it was Resident Evil 2. I'm just like, oh my god, come on, man, you can't do this to me, man. Like, I love Resident Evil 2. You can't do that.
Yeah,
dude, the graphics look absolutely sick. I love what they did with Leon's design in that game.
I don't like how he looks that much.
I love how he looks in that.
I don't like it.
I love all the designs. They look absolutely fantastic.
All right, do you think he's going to say 808? Because that's the famous line he kept dropping.
Yeah, they might still do that. Who knows? But like, oh my god, everything from all the details from seeing the rat on the floor, just man, so much.
What I liked about it is all the multiplats. Well, we didn't talk about Neo 2. That'll probably go to PC though. But ultimately, all the multiplats that Sony has, they're going to have a hell of a lot more content. The Kingdom Hearts, you can't overestimate how much more content Sony has than Microsoft has. It's embarrassing how much more content they have. But yeah, that Resident Evil did surprise me as well. I didn't expect that. I thought that was everything but that. So,
yeah, that's just gonna be hype, man. I'm kind of surprised it's $60 though.
I kind of feel like
I'm not, because it's a full remake, man. It's like shit looks good, man.
I kind of feel like Capcom in a way kind of stole E3.
I can't think of another. I can't think of another remake even from the
two
ground up.
highly anticipated games.
It's $60.
Yeah.
And who knows? Sony may allow you to play the original Resident Evil. They may have a mode that allows you to turn those graphics on. Just have to wait and see.
Hey, a talker man in the chat said, "Damn you, Capcom! Mega Man 11, Devil May Cry 5, and now Resident Evil 2." Yeah, Capcom's going in, man. You got
that's what I'm saying. Like, they kind of stole E3 for me. Like,
you got Monster Hunter, the new one coming to Switch and shit. Yeah, they're going in, bro.
And now I'm seeing some shit in my notifications about Monster Hunter cross Final Fantasy 4. I mean, Final Fantasy 14.
Phoenix press conference.
Like what?
Yeah, it was pretty funny. Seeing it.
But that game's gonna be. That's one of my most hyped games. Man. I think it's January 19th. That's definitely a day one buy. Waiting forever for a fucking proper remake of that from the ground up. It looks fantastic, man. And I think Silver Sky had a post earlier on Twitter, man. Just how you guys see how gritty the animations are and shit where you're shooting, just the realism and how fucking gory it is.
Limbs falling off.
Yeah, limbs falling off. Yeah, now you got pinpoint shooting. Yeah. So one thing I heard people complain about is apparently, they decided to go with the over the shoulder view this time. Like how they did Resident Evil 4. And a lot of people are mad because they don't have fixed camera angles. I hate fixed camera angles, bro. I know it's nostalgic, but I'm glad they decided to go that route and do over the shoulder.
No, man, you have to, man. You can't do the same shit from 1998 or whenever the hell that game came out. I mean, you can have those camera angles no more, man.
That's old camera angles.
Yeah, you can't do that shit nowadays, man.
That shit doesn't even help Detroit, to be honest.
But Savage, you brought up a point earlier. He said, I'm sure you guys saw it on Twitter. Apparently, Sony announced, or somebody fucking announced that that they didn't announce all their games yet. They still have new games to announce.
Yeah,
did you guys hear about that?
Yeah, it's a said.
Yeah, I heard about that, and I think that they're going to be showing more stuff at the experience.
So you think they're saving the bulk of their games for the PlayStation Experience event?
Yes, I do, including the new Mortal Kombat, because that did not get shown off at all. I think so.
Nah,
I don't know, but
I don't think they're gonna show anything big like the rest of this year. Not big, might be some smaller little stuff here and there, but nothing big.
Silver Max. Sorry, can you mute your mic, man, until you're talking?
Yep.
Yeah, sorry, man. That shit's just loud in the ear. But so what was I gonna say here? The other game they showed off, it's a multiplat, but it's Quantum Break 2.
Right.
It's from
Hey,
Remedy.
man, they had a gameplay. They showed like 12 minutes of
I
gameplay
saw it,
today.
yeah.
Did you see it?
What's,
That shit was like
what's the actual name of that game?
Control.
Control.
Which is kind of obvious. I like that, showing that on the PlayStation one, because since they have total control of the market at this point, I thought it was perfect to show it on.
Look at that. Look at that shit.
But
Hey.
yeah, I'm buying that. Yeah,
Hey,
I'm
man.
definitely buying that game.
Hey, Craig, man, like, did you see the gameplay, like the 12-minute gameplay they showed? It reminds me of Quantum Break and The Forces Unleashed. That's what it reminds me of.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
if
I
it can
agree.
combine both those, I'd be happy. So
Yeah.
I like, well, The Force Unleashed, the first one I thought was good. That second one I thought was garbage. But ultimately, yeah, and I didn't mind Quantum Break. I mean, people hating on that game for some reason, but I actually thought it was a pretty fun game. So
Trash.
yeah, too bad they didn't.
I think that
they
TV
didn't
show
drop it.
like kind of messed it up a little
Yeah,
bit.
I couldn't stand that part. But anyway, so final thoughts. I know how Craig feels, but final thoughts on the Sony show. Like I said, I like the games they announced. I like the games they focused on. I like how they went into depth with some of these games. Not too long, but just briefly. Had a couple of big announcements during the show. But, so as far as the games go, it was pretty good. It was very good in my opinion. But as far as the presentation, man, it was literally hard to watch in between games. So,
I say the first 30 minutes.
I think
like the presentation.
I think they brought the content and they lacked at least to the viewers anyway the entertainment value. But ultimately it's about the game. So like I said, I think all in all it was a pretty good show for them.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it was a
think
pretty
it's
good
good
show. It's just it felt a little bit sloppy in the beginning, but other than that, it was good.
Yep,
Yeah.
I got. Go ahead, Greg.
No, I was going to say real quick, I thought them having actual gameplay is what did it for them, because unfortunately, neither Microsoft or Sony brought a whole lot of release dates. That they didn't bring that.
You know what?
With
I'm
them.
sorry. I'm sorry. I forgot.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Wax. Wax bought it out or something.
Yeah.
Wait, y'all hear me?
No,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah. Well, I was just saying.
Looks like someone in the comments does not like us here. Yeah, wow. LMAO, bunch of Sony cocksuckers here. Hey, I don't take sides.
Yeah, really. No, I just thought they brought neither one of them brought release dates. That was sorely lacking. So ultimately, the fact that we got gameplay, which that's what E3 is all about, folks. You see the game, you get the gameplay, you get the announcement. At least we got some gameplay, and that's what I was interested in. But but I thought they had a good press conference. I gave them a solid 9.1. That girl kissing that other girl that stole the show. That's my God, I like kissing women too, so I don't blame. So
for me, that part was a little bit. It just felt very far left. But other than that, it was a good. It was a good show, man.
Yeah, that had a good show. So yeah, straight and to the point. Even the Spider-Man, we got to see the swinging with the inertia. That was important. That's what Insomniac said, that was showing somebody swinging. Then with inertia is hard to do.
Hey, my mic is muted the whole time.
Oh, okay.
Hey, what's reignited? Hold on, what's reignited?
Oh, he's talking about Spiral Reignited.
Oh, did they show that?
No, they showed that on the floor. They didn't show any trailers or nothing.
Yeah, that's something we already knew was coming. But the other the one I forgot about.
We're talking about the actual conferences, though.
Yeah, the other one I forgot about was Neo 2. That was cool to see.
Yeah, and that'll be. I assume that will go to PC.
That caught me completely by surprise, though. I didn't think a 2 was going to happen.
Yeah, everybody thought that was going to be Bloodborne too, but there's a good chance Bloodborne won't be shown to the end of the year, if there is a Bloodborne 2. So, but
yeah, that's what I was about to ask. Yeah.
Hey, Silver Scott, man, how long's your drive, bro? Oh, he in the car, huh? It's just him.
Just 90 hours long.
Nah, he in the car. He's outside the car, ain't he?
I think it's on a road trip.
I think he's picking up stash drops and shit. He's like out in the desert somewhere picking up drops and shit.
Yeah,
y'all hear me better?
Yeah, we hear you, man.
No, I had to go. It's a long story. I had to go pick up tampons for all the females at the house. You know what I'm saying?
So what are your?
I might pick up some for that dude in the comment section talking all that shit though too.
Oh yeah, that's I think he's known for that shit. I see him all over the place. But so what are your final thoughts, Silver Sky? What are your thoughts about the overall conference?
They showed the one and only game that fucking matters, and they fucking crushed it and exceeded everybody's expectations. And I would like to point out that over a year ago, I made a video talking about what to expect from the gameplay, and I was literally spot on. Literally spot on. If y'all don't believe me, you can go to my channel and watch it. Yeah, that game, that's all I need. That's all we care about. The games they showed are the games that everybody is looking forward to the most, outside of maybe Cyberpunk, but that's first person, so it can fuck right off. And then, maybe there's a handful of others that people are looking forward to, but for the most part, they showed exactly what everybody wanted to see. And yeah, it's fucking fantastic.
I'm hyped for that Cyberpunk.
Yep, I agree. Okay, so
oh yeah, I can't wait for that shit.
No game one.
So next up, oh shit, we got Microsoft's conference.
Yeah.
Now the long-awaited, right, make or break Xbox conference. Now I made a video talking about how I feel about this conference as a whole, but I'll let you guys all go first, get your thoughts out. I'll go at the end here and do my little rant. So go ahead, whoever wants to go first. I'll let Dirk go first. How did you like this conference? I already know the answer.
Come on, man.
Okay, just get into it, man.
You know,
Go ahead.
I'm honest, man. Listen, I thought the conference was well done, man. I thought it was a good conference, too. They showed a lot of multiplayer. There was a couple disappointments, like no Crackdown 3 multiplayer, no new IP. There was a couple disappointments, but I felt as a gamer, it was a good show from beginning to the end. You know, they made some had some pretty decent announcements, some third-party games that we didn't know about. So, I mean, I like the show, man. I enjoyed the show personally as a gamer. Yeah.
So no other gripes with the show at all.
Those were the two gripes I had. Just the
no
Crackdown multiplayer and no new IPs.
No other gripes at all with the whole show.
What, like, remind me what?
No, I'll get into it. Go ahead. Who wants to go next?
There could be another one, but I can't think of it right now. I'm trying to think.
There's many other ones, but we'll let Voice go next.
Okay. For me, the conference was pretty good. I would pin it on kind of the same level as the PlayStation conference. They had a lot to show off this time. I was actually kind of shocked. In comparison to the other two E3s that Microsoft has had, I think that this one was personally better. They did slip up just a little bit, though, because they showed a game that was not coming to the Xbox One at all. And I thought that was fucking stupid. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, everything was good. Everything was there that you would expect. And I'm thinking about it as more of an outside perspective. You know, like Gears fans will be happy to see that there's a new Gears coming out. Halo fans, even though it's not a shocker, they're still going to be happy because, you know, that's what they're into. And that's actually been the problem with Xbox as a whole, not delivering content that people really want, you know? So I think that even though it's just a little bit, it helps. So definitely Devil May Cry being shown off, even though that's a multiplayer, you know, it was definitely a great thing to see. Everybody was shocked. Nobody knew it was going to actually happen. But it happened. And it was great that Xbox were the first to get to show that off. I think the end of the conference was probably the best part. That little effect they pulled off for Cyberpunk. I thought that was really cool. I love the trailer they had for that game as well. And even the other games like We Happy Few, which I'm kind of confused about at this point because people are saying it's coming to a PS4. Well, but they just confirmed that they bought the company, so that could mean that.
Like Phil Spencer said, you know, like when they signed them, they already had the deal with Gearbox.
Yeah, I was just confused. So, you know, it made me confused a little bit. I'm like, wait, is it still coming or not? But yeah, just them showing that off too. I just felt like them showing off everything that they could show off helped a bit. That Gears mobile thing though, what were they thinking about that?
Did you hear? like I'm sorry, voice, but you hear Phil Spencer in this little interview, like he said that he didn't want that shit on the show. Rod Ferguson fought to have that little pop gear shit, that mobile shit on the show.
So stupid. I could see why he didn't want it to be there.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, like I know another argument that people are gonna have with that is, most of that stuff's coming out on PC too, but we already know about Phil Spencer, his little crackhead decision to have most of the games be on Microsoft Windows in the first place, and that's nothing we can control. So we just have to take what we got, and I think that Xbox definitely brought it this year. That's how I feel about it.
That'll be Xbox's slogan. Take what you get.
Yeah.
Next up, Craig Harris.
Look, they didn't. Let me say this right now: the people who watched that conference and were wanting Microsoft to address their first-party IP problem, their exclusive problem, they are furious with Microsoft. All they showed was a bunch of multiplats. Even and I'm not gonna get into and CGI trailers of games that are coming out on another platform. I don't understand what they were trying to accomplish. But if that was good enough for you, I told somebody online, I said, look, I don't get what people don't understand. This console gets devalued every time they show a game, and then it's going to be somewhere else to play. They show every game running on a dev kit. That's what everybody was like, what's that funny looking Xbox out there? Oh, that's a dev kit. So the games are not going to look like that. The Devil May Cry thing. It's going to be on Xbox. It's going to be more. It's going to be a multiplayer. It's going to have more content on the PlayStation.
Are you sure? Is that a fact? Is that a fact?
No,
or is that you just assuming?
I don't know if that's gonna.
Is that a fact? I'm saying or are you just assuming that?
As far as Devil May Cry,
it might just be the same on both systems.
I'm asking you, is that a fact that they're going to have extra content that Microsoft doesn't have?
They're going to have exclusive content.
I'm asking you, do you know?
Or do you think that's?
Well, no. Okay, okay. I'll back off a little bit. That game started on PlayStation, and so I'll go out on a limb and say they're going to have more content. Because that was
they showed it on Microsoft stage, though. Yes, that means that Microsoft has the marketing deal.
And then the very next day, they showed it on the Sony at their deep dive.
Yeah, they do that. I'm just like last year, the Sony had the Battlefield. Like Battlefront 2 rights, but Microsoft showed it on their little daily show. So I don't know.
Yeah, and EA showed more. Yeah, EA showed more, but I just don't know what they wanted to accomplish with to show a bunch of damn multiplats.
Bullshit.
It's just. But I gave them an 8. I gave that show an 8 because it just seems like they scraping the bottom of the barrel. Again, I'm somebody with an Xbox X that wanted them to walk out there and say this game's only going to be on the Xbox.
But come on, Craig.
Yeah, but that honestly,
that had to happen in years, Craig. That had to happen in years. Come on, so you surprised me?
You might as well grab a goddamn shovel, take your Xbox One, and just bury it if you can have that mentality. Because they already said it ain't getting no more self-exclusive.
It's been 3 years. It was 3 years.
Okay, I was hoping. I had a bunch of simps running around Twitter saying, wait to E3. They printed out T-shirts, for Christ's sake. And so I waited till E3. Everything's a multiplat. Again, the console is devalued every time the game comes out.
Craig, this is your opinion. This is your opinion.
That's my opinion.
This is your opinion. This is your opinion. But let me ask you this. The multiplats, you're not excited as a gamer. If there's a new multiplat, a world premiere, you don't care about it?
No, I was excited as a gamer to see games that I'm going to be playing on something else. So I was excited about that.
That's fine. That's fine.
That's good for everybody.
I was excited to see Control.
It's something good to see.
I was excited to see Control and some other shit.
That's why they did a good idea.
It would have been nice to see some gameplay. They showed Gears of War. Everybody's like how great it looked. And it's like, okay, where's the gameplay? Where's the gameplay?
They showed some gameplay.
From what?
That trailer has some great. That trailer has some gameplay.
That was a
little snippets. Yeah, little snippets.
It was like little snippets. Yeah.
You know, hold on, wait, I'm getting finished here. The Cyberpunk game, goddamn multiplat, no play, no gameplay. That was the most disappointing thing about their conference was the lack of gameplay. The Division 2 looked good. I'm not. Hey, look, I'll buy the Division Part 2, but it's a multiplat, you know, and it's just
trailers alone, but that's just me.
Multiplats is fucked up now, huh? I mean, that's what I'm getting at. Multiplats don't matter anymore.
Here's the big thing.
Damn.
Right?
Why in the fuck do you watch Ubisoft and EA conference if like multiplats don't matter? I
watched Ubisoft because I was hoping for a Splinter Cell game. As far as EA, I had heard that Respawn was working on a Star Wars game, and they confirmed it at the conference. So I'm happy about that. You know, that's why I was watching. Plus EA, I was hoping for a Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3. I don't know, reboot, remaster, whatever you want to call it. Didn't get it. Again, hoping against hope. And a lot of us did. So, but yeah, I mean, that's my point. If the same people that give Microsoft a high grade shit and piss all over Ubisoft and EA, which showed a bunch of multiplats, was the same goddamn thing Microsoft did.
No, that's Wags. I'm sorry. One more point. I'm sorry, brother. No, my thing is this. Absolutely, they showed a lot of multiplats. I actually kind of predicted this a couple weeks ago. I said they're going to show a lot of multiplats. Like I said, I was disappointed. There's 3 years in a row, no new IP. That is some bullshit. That is some absolute bullshit. No Crackdown 3 multiplayer. That's some bullshit. But as a gamer, I cannot see how this show, like, damn, look at these games. Like, I forgot about Dying Light. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the game came out 3 years ago. I forgot about the shit. Oh, shit, Dying Light 2. I mean, as a gamer, multiplat's a multiplat. But I don't know why people like, oh, they showed a bunch of multiplats. Fuck that. Listen, Sony had the better exclusives. Easily, hands down.
Sony.
But they showed the same amount of exclusive games. Of course, Sony's was way better, don't get me wrong. But they showed the same amount of exclusive games. Xbox showed.
Sony showed gameplay. Microsoft showed dick.
That's what I'm not. Listen.
All right, listen. Hold on.
Yeah.
Silver Sky, thoughts?
I already spoke on The Last of Us.
What's your honest opinion, man, of Xbox's conference?
I already spoke on The Last of Us.
All right, well, I guess.
Hey, you got nothing good to say. Don't say nothing, right?
Yeah, I guess Silver Sky don't want to speak on Xbox. Yeah, he put his mic back in mute, bro.
Hey, I respect that. I respect that.
Yeah.
Go ahead with your shit, Wags.
You're still muted, bro. We hear you said Silver. Okay, so let's start by saying this. That says, right, the presentation, as far as the way it was presented, right, it was game after game after game. It kept you engaged, kept you interested. So as far as presentation goes and the whole way the conference flowed, they did a fantastic job in the way it was presented. But there were so many fucking problems, Dirt. So many problems. The first thing, they start off with Halo, right? Fine. Everybody's hyped for new Halo. I give a fuck about Halo myself. But I understand the excitement. I understand the significance of that game, especially for the Xbox community. So they showed you a CGI trailer. Didn't really show you much else. No release date, whatever else. But it got people hyped for it. Now people talk about. People look forward to that. I had no problem with that. It's one of your main staple IPs. You have to show something like that, right? Fine. Right. And then we start getting into what after that? Multiplats. I did a little song about it, right? I wish I had the track up. They started to show multiple.
Put that on iTunes.
What the multiplat thing?
Yeah, put that on iTunes.
I didn't make a whole song about that, man. No, like I said, show always multiplats. And the thing is, I have no problem with multiplats. I like multiplats. But the problem with this show was that the multiplats completely 100% overshadowed anything first party was on Xbox.
Right.
Absolutely.
These shows, in my opinion, are meant to showcase the talent of that whoever that is, right? Microsoft, Sony, Nintendo. So when you have these E3 events, man, you want to showcase your shit first. Your shit should stick out. And this should have been a multiplat show. I've been joking and saying that they held the show at the multiplat theater as opposed to like the Microsoft theater. But other than that, like I said, so the multiplat thing, fine. I was excited to see him. I'll give him that, right? World premiere. It was cool to see these games first on stage and check out Dying Light 2 and little gameplay bits of Tom Clancy's Division 2, right? I don't have a problem with that. But let's get to this shit. It's gonna be a long-winded thing. Sorry. The shit they have a problem with, right? Crackdown 3. This game was announced in 2014. It recently got delayed again, right? And what did they do? What did they do? They showed a single-player fucking demo again.
Yeah,
with Terry Crews screaming your fucking ear off the whole time.
I agree with that.
We saw no multiplayer of this, and this is the thing they've been boasting about forever, right? The power of the cloud and destruction, all sort of bullshit. Apparently, the game releases in February now, and we still see nothing whatsoever with this fucking multiplayer.
Okay, we agree with that first negative. I agree with you on that.
That was a huge letdown. That's one of your only big games coming out for in the near future here, and that's one of the main things people were asking about, looking forward to, and it didn't show it. So that was a gigantic fucking L. Next thing, let's get into this big announcement about them buying 5 new studios, right? Mm-hmm. I don't give a fuck.
Hold on, wait.
I can't believe it,
come on, man. Wait, come on, bro.
They announced that shit.
I know they should.
And people were cheering, like, dude, this is some shit they're supposed to do. This is some shit that should have been there from the very beginning. And then the studios they acquired are bullshit anyway.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
Wait.
Let me finish, goddammit. 2 of which I already thought they fucking owned. Undead Labs and
but they didn't.
And Playground Games,
but they didn't.
They didn't.
Perfect example. Hold on, let me say this for a second, Voice and Wax. Perfect example why you gotta lock these guys up. I know you heard the example about BioWare. They only made games for the original Xbox and Mass Effect. They didn't lock them up. EA came and swooped their ass up. Look at a team like Insomniac. Only made games for Sony. But one damn game, they went to Microsoft. You want to lock those guys up. I'm just saying, you have an opportunity to lock these guys up. You have to do it. BioWare bit them in the ass. Can you imagine if BioWare was a first-party Microsoft-owned studio? They fucked up with that one.
To defend his point, too, when they went to go talk to EA, Microsoft did try to buy Respawn, and they tried to buy BioWare. So
that's probably where that rumor came from about them about the EA rumor. Okay.
Yeah, but EA had way too much cash on hand. They're like, nah, y'all got to go. So we not selling.
You remember how excited everybody was when they bought Rare?
That's been the clusterfuck.
That hasn't been going too well.
And now Rare, who is once a beloved studio, is fucking hated.
Oh, they're terrible, man. They're terrible. See, my Wags, don't get me started with Rare right now, man. Just go ahead and let your point, man. Go ahead with your point, bro.
Ninja Theory, bro. They're gonna kill them.
No, they're not.
They're gonna kill them.
Did you watch that video? You didn't watch that video I sent you.
I saw the video.
They said they have complete control of their game. They're not going to kill them, man. They said they just knew Microsoft wasn't going to buy that, and they said
that's what BioWare said when EA bought them. Now look what happened to BioWare. I hope you're right. Look, I like Ninja Theory. I like Ninja Theory, so I hope you're right. I did see the video, so but I'm telling you right now, that's what Casey Hudson came out because he was in charge at BioWare. He came out and said us selling to EA is giving us more assets, and again, Mass Effect 2. Looks better, runs better, has better mechanics than Mass Effect 1. Hey, EA to the rescue, right? They got their assets, they got their research. So, and that's what Microsoft said the same thing in Ninja Theory. So, I hope you're right. Let me make this clear. I want you to be right. So, I would like to see another Hellblade game. I think they make Heavenly Sword. So, I don't know. People keep saying Sony owns that IP. I don't know, but ultimately, I hope Microsoft just leaves them alone and lets them do what they want. And all Phil's got to do is go in there and say, okay, sign the check. Here you go.
I would like to point out that Rare had full control.
And I would also like to point out, I think they had like control with Sea of Thieves. Before that, the Don Magic era that people be crying to say they love and shit, he had them doing Connect shit.
Undead Labs, right? Undead Labs are going to make what?
State of Decay
3. God damn it!
That game has potential, Wags. That game has a lot of potential. You don't think so?
Yeah, that's all the Xbox division is potential, never to be realized.
Hey man, you so damn negative, man.
I haven't even started to go on Xbox yet, man. Like this is all like this shit isn't that bad yet. Like I said, so but the fact they're buying 5 new studios, man, too little, too fucking late. That's something that should have been done, and people want to pat them on the back. I'm not giving them credit for this shit. This should have been done, and the fact that he had the audacity to walk out there and present this like, oh, it's some big, huge fucking, we care about you kind of thing. No, dude, this should have been something they did long, long ago. And the studios they acquired, even Ninja Theory from us, they're all B and C studios. There's no top-notch developer they fucking acquired. Not one of them. And
Playground is a top developer.
Yeah,
Man, what is wrong
I understand that too.
What has Playgrounds made besides fucking Forza?
They're quality games, Wags. Damn, man. Everybody can't make it there.
No, but
The Last of Us, man.
It's been exclusive to fucking Xbox and PC.
But it's still a quality game. If it wasn't for Playground, Xbox would have no decent damn exclusive this generation.
Yeah, he does have a point, Jay.
No, he does not. It's a quality game, but what does them buying them now do anything? Is it going to increase the quality of Forza?
Oh my God! You know the other rumor that they're making Fable, man. Come on.
Make another game too.
That's all Xbox is, man. It's rumors and what ifs and what could have been.
Isn't that what consoles are in general?
Oh my God, man! Wags, you are, man. Come on, man. Listen, I know you upset.
Perfect Dark's coming to Xbox and all this other shit. Fable, they're gonna show Fable at fucking E3. None of that shit. The big point here, you know what? Let me say this: they acquired these studios. Fine, good. I'm glad they did it. There's something they need to do, but I'm not giving them credit for it.
Yeah, I know it's the thing that a studio is supposed to do, but when you fuck up this badly, you have to acknowledge it.
They're trying to fix it.
They're trying to fix it. Okay, it's like, think about it like this. It's a toilet, right? It's clogged up. At least you could plunge all the shit down. You know what I'm saying? And they figured that they could plunge the shit down by just saying, "Don't worry, games are actually going to come, just not right now."
Right. Hey, hold on.
They acquired these studios, right? Apparently, sometime recently, right? So we're not going to see anything.
Hold on.
Come from this.
Right. Hold on. Wait.
You will see something in the future. That's what they want you to know.
Phil Spencer already said. Ninja Theory.
I don't believe that. Dude.
Ninja Theory. Hold on, man. Ninja Theory released Hellblade a year ago. He said they've been working on something for a year now. Yeah. He said that. So I mean, of course, listen, man. Listen. You can call me what you want to call me, Wags. We know this generation is over. PS4 won. They dominated. Microsoft.
Right. Everybody's content.
Microsoft. Can I enjoy my Xbox One X and not have to deal with those shit today?
But that's after E3, right? We're in the same spot we were prior to E3, and now everybody's saying, "Oh, wait till whatever the fuck." I guess.
Why we in the same spot, man? Why we in the same spot?
They'll be able to somewhat.
We got one game, Dirt. One.
Oh my God!
Battletoads. And guess what?
Battletoads
isn't even fucking online.
Oh my God, man!
It's not. It's 3-player couch co-op.
Oh my God, man!
The world's most powerful console. We got Battletoads.
Okay, I'm gonna say this one last time to your ass. All right, check this out. Because you bought an Xbox One X expecting 15 brand new IPs is a you problem. I bought an Xbox One X because it is the better. I bought the Xbox One X because it's a better version of the Xbox One. I bought a PS4 Pro because it's a better version of the PS4. I don't want to hear your shit.
The reason why I bought it because they told me I was gonna get fucking VR in this thing.
Nobody cares about VR, Wags.
Nobody
cares about that shit.
I don't care. They said it.
They said VR in 2016, right? They didn't say it in 2017. Why? Because nobody likes the shit. It doesn't sell. PSVR ain't selling. Vive ain't selling. All that bullshit ain't selling. Nobody likes VR. So Microsoft probably changed their strategy. Like, fuck, we ain't about to fuck VR.
So we advertise this.
You the only one talking about VR.
Well, what about
it never happened.
Nobody likes VR, man. You the only fucker talking about VR.
That is what Microsoft is known for. Unfulfilled promises. Like a bad fucking dad.
Why is the toilet wrong? Can you go back to explain why the toilet's wrong?
God damn it.
The toilet's clogging because it's full of bullshit, man.
Hey, Wags, you out of line tonight. You are out of line tonight, man.
I'm not patting them on the back for doing some shit they should have done.
Okay, you don't have to.
We're not.
I'm excited. You don't have to.
You're excited for what? For fucking 2028? or 26.
Hey, I don't give a
question.
fuck. The same reason people is excited for Death Stranding, and that shit got announced 3 years ago, but you just seeing gameplay.
Death Stranding.
People excited. People excited. Let them be excited.
Somebody right now, Death Stranding comes out before fucking Crackdown 3.
No, it's not. Listen. Crackdown 3 was a fail, right? Listen, Death Stranding was announced in 2016. People was hyped for it. Let them be hyped for it. So what, man? Shit. So what?
What? What's
I
up?
have a question for
man.
Kitty Cat.
What up, Silver?
All right, Kitty Cat. So, have you ever in your life wanted to be John Wick?
Who you talking to?
The
Kitty
kid.
Cat.
I guess he's talking to me.
Oh, I thought who you talking to.
Have I wanted to be John Wick? No, I don't want to be John Wick.
You've never wanted to be like John Wick?
Nah.
What name of your favorite action hero?
I don't have one.
You know where I'm getting at, don't you?
No, I don't, actually.
The reason why I wanted to say something is because you were all this slander on VR, and there's a dope ass fucking game coming out called Truth and Blood that we're about to get our hands on.
That is the, hey, you know what? Silver, that is the exact fucking reason. The exact reason I get. Hold on.
All right.
Oh, so you saw
What's the name of that shit?
Truth and Blood.
Hold on, okay. Yeah, that's the exact fucking reason I got this bullshit.
Okay. So what do you
see that?
What are you?
That's the exact fucking reason I got this bullshit. VR is bullshit. I saw the trailer for that game. What is this shit on my phone? I saw the trailer to that game. I said, that looks awesome. Let me get it. Fuck VR, man. This shit is overrated. I want to play that game.
Overrated?
What are you talking? This shit is absolute. Have you played Moss?
No, I haven't.
Okay, you need to play Moss. That shit is.
I'll check it out. Listen, I will check it out.
Amazing.
You want to overrated?
I will check it out.
I'm trying to help you out here. Look, Truth and Blood. Have you played the demo to that game called London Heist?
Yeah. It was all right.
Okay, so London Heist is the demo to the game. The full game is completely different. It's full content, looks amazing. You can actually pull off John Wick gun movements, like where you can flip the clip out of the gun and make bad guys run at you, trip over them. You can do actual gun tricks like flip the guns around your fingers using the Joy-Con or whatever the fuck they're called, the little move sticky things. All of that you can do it in real time in the game. Absolutely fucking amazing. Throw the gun up, flip it around, catch it, and shoot somebody in the fucking head. That game is going to be revolutionary as far as, immersive gunplay. So there are games coming out for it. People do care about it. It's just motherfuckers are they got their dick tucked between their legs and they're afraid to talk about it because people get mad at them.
Okay. Now I appreciate you recommending some shit instead of being like,
I got a whole list. I got a whole list.
No, the VR is dope, right? But I'm not talking about that right now. All right, we're talking about this fucking conference. All right.
Okay.
Now the next thing, they announced 3 Gears games, right? Gears 5, cool. I'm a huge Gears fan. I got Gears show in my house. Looking forward to it. But then a major fucking problem that everybody seems to fucking skip over is we got a Gears RTS coming exclusively to the PC. Exclusively.
Okay, I'm with you on that.
Hey, wait, hold on.
I'm with you on that.
I just mentioned that, man.
Yeah, you did.
I know you did. I'm bringing this shit back up because it's a big.
Okay, I'm with you with that. I'm with you with that. I agree with you on that.
So with that announcement, the PC officially has more Xbox exclusives than the fucking Xbox.
Bang.
Yeah, it looks like, sir. Looks like.
And then don't even start on the Funko Pop bullshit.
Hey, look at it from a sympathetic viewpoint. It's still Microsoft.
They really felt the need to show that at that press. And you say Phil don't want to show it, fine. They shouldn't have.
Yeah, Phil said like him and Ron Ferguson got into an argument about that shit.
Y'all should have saw me sitting here, man. When I saw that Funko Pop shit, I thought that
I was about to lose it, dude. I was about to lose my mind. Like,
I thought that was gonna be like the Gears announcement, dude. I would have. Oh.
Hey, now if that would have been the only Gears game they showed, yeah, that would have been a big problem, man.
And probably my main problem. I'm trying to think what I'll cover so far.
You said Crackdown 3, which I agree with.
I said, they showed Forza. They did like a little demo about it. They're changing seasons and all that shit. Whatever. Forza looks good. Forza is a high quality game. It's a simulation racer. I'm not really into them. I understand people are. That was fine. Right. It's one of your big games. Showed off. Cool. The big thing though is at the end of this fucking shit, right? Phil Spencer is talking about that they're working right now on a new console, and that console already has a code name what's it called? Project Scarlet.
I see another argument about to start, Wags.
Yeah, it's a goddamn argument. And they said because the Xbox One X just released what 7 months ago, 8 months ago, and we're already talking about a new fucking console.
Yeah.
Well, they got to do something because that well, never mind.
Come on, they lost, man.
Okay, hold on.
But go ahead, brother. Go ahead. My bad.
Craig was about to say. Now, Craig, I don't know what you're about to say, but what you're about to say, what I think you're about to say, I agree with I think you was about to say. What you're about to say, Microsoft needs to be there right when Sony is there for the next gen. Were you about to say that?
Yeah, they got to try to meet them. Well, they need to get in front of them. Even more. He works at EA now. At least he used to work at EA. He used to work at Microsoft. He said you do not want to go toe to toe with Sony, and we've got proof now. They both hit in
Sony a beast, man. Sony's a beast.
Okay, I have more of a savage thing to say about this. You gotta look at it like this: losers lead the next generation. It's happened with consoles again and again over time. Think about it.
The fuck does that mean?
Because the 360 got, the PS2 sold like crazy.
Yeah, PS2
360 got out.
What their angle is, they just released the world's most powerful console.
You lost this.
I got fucking Battletoads so far.
JWAGS.
Calm down. Just let it go, man.
Okay, just let me say this one thing. Listen. We was yelling a few minutes ago.
Have a heart attack.
We was yelling a few minutes ago. I just want to say this. I'm gonna say this again, Wags. I already talked to you about this. I bought my PS4 Pro because it is the better version of the PlayStation 4. I bought my Xbox One X because it is a better version of my Xbox One. It is a mid-gen refresh. I bought it knowing it is not a new generation. And I bought it probably assuming the next generation will come in a few years. The rumor has been 2020 for a few years.
Yeah, you don't have to defend why you bought it. I mean, grown man, you buy what you want. But
I agree.
Again, just try to really try to understand that there's the people who thought Microsoft or were hoping Microsoft would address their exclusive problem. They still are disappointed by what Microsoft is doing. I don't think they hate them. I just think they're disappointed. Now, maybe with these new studios, they come out with a Fable 5 and then Ninja Theory does a game. That's fine. But now but Jay's right. E3 started, nothing changed. Microsoft is exactly where it was. They started Monday at 4 o'clock. They're still where they were. Or Sunday at 4 o'clock, whenever they had their press conference, they ended right where they.
So you saying there's no improvement made? None at all?
No, there's tons of improvement made.
Come on, man. Y'all are just being too negative. There's no improvements.
They had absolutely nothing for the past 2 years.
Is that what it is? Good faith? They have nothing now.
Well, again,
right now they have nothing, but we're talking about the future. That's what
Halo come out.
E3 is about.
When's Gears come out? All we got is
Halo. Gears is 2019. They said Gears is 2019.
The rest of this year is Forza. This whole fucking year, we got Sea of Thieves, State of Decay 2, and fucking Forza.
Am I defending that? I'm not defending that. I'm not defending this year. I'm not defending this year.
This Cuphead.
It kind of seems like they're just showing people what's going
that they're serious about it. That they're serious
because this year is already pretty much fucked for Xbox.
Listen,
yeah. So what you're saying there is just wait, give it time, right? God damn it!
I didn't listen. I can only speak for me, Wags. I can only speak for me. You feel how you feel, man. We debate all the time. I can only speak for me.
I'm talking about a lot of people who feel that.
I have my PS4 Pro. They have the best exclusives right now, hands down. I have my Xbox One X. They have the best multiplatform right now. All I can do is enjoy gaming. All I can do is enjoy gaming and live my life, man. I mean, I don't know why you so motherfucking angry about this shit, man.
So we paid $500 for a slightly better resolution.
Man, listen, I just paid $500 to go to Kalahari Water Park, man. What the fuck difference does it make? Shit, we gotta live our life, man.
How long were you at the water park?
Yeah.
Right. So So you're okay.
No, me and my family. We went. Me and my family went to a water park.
But so you're okay. We'll give it. You don't care. You'll support that company no matter what bullshit they do.
Oh my god.
I bet the water park had exclusive ride.
Yeah,
they did. Craig, they did have exclusive ride. No, listen. What? They have to exclusive. Listen, man. Listen.
It just irks me that you're just so complacent with this shit. Like you're just so cool with like nothing.
Wax, I'm playing video games. Wax, this is not an ex-girlfriend who's cheating on me.
Yeah, everybody,
video games.
Everybody else is playing that same shit.
I'm just saying, Wax.
JWAGS took it personally though.
Wax, come on, hey man, you my homie, right? You my man.
This shit's ridiculous. They addressed nothing.
They address nothing. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's your opinion. That's your opinion.
That's not an opinion.
I think
that's how you feel, man. I mean, that's how you feel, but I think
that's how you
better
feel.
than other
That's not an opinion. Battletoads is it. That's it.
Well, Dirk, what about somebody who opts out right now, and then if Project Scarlet, whatever the hell they're gonna call it, well, it's something red because they're gonna be bleeding next gen too. Ultimately, what do you think people should just opt out and then possibly look at what they got for the next gen to come back in if they want to stay on console and not go to PC?
Right. I mean, listen, if you feel like Wax is a perfect example, he's a guy that's totally frustrated with Xbox, and that's cool, man. I get it. If he say, man, fuck Xbox, I'm getting a PC. He's set because all the Xbox games in the future are going to be on PC. So if he want to opt out, that's fine, man. He can do what he want to do. He a grown ass man.
Your games are gonna load 2 times faster, bro.
How you say what?
So your game's gonna load 2 times faster on the Xbox.
What?
On the Xbox.
For Game Pass? Oh, is that what they were talking about? Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So you had a problem with that announcement?
That shit's awesome. Fallout 4 coming to the fucking Game Pass.
I'm playing it right now. Well, I'm playing
the First Division. Oh man, I couldn't believe that.
Now you're Nick Game Pass. Listen, has everybody played Fallout 4? Has everybody played the Division?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
You say yes. Yes. Everybody played. Okay.
Well, I already beat Fallout, but Fallout 4 is okay. I mean, I'm playing it.
Listen to this, man. After this conference is over, all we know, right, is Microsoft bought 5 studios.
Which is a positive. Go ahead.
We got a new Halo coming sometime. We got Gears apparently next year.
A new Halo that's been on the new engine that they built. That's why it's taking so long, because they wanted to. Maybe they want to do a God of War and just totally reinvent the whole series.
See all the maybes, what ifs.
That's what they're doing. They're reinventing the series. They built a new engine, 343 called Slip Space. That's what's taking so long to do this game. It's Halo. They know Halo 5 was ass. They know that. They say, we got to build this thing for the ground up. Just like Sony Santa Monica did God of War. One of the best games this damn generation. They say we're going to take our time and do this shit.
The funniest shit was, like, they announced this new studio called The Initiative.
Yeah.
That was the most hilarious shit ever.
What the name?
They named it that, yeah.
Now, they're the furthest out. They're the furthest out. Phil Smith even said they're the furthest out of having the game ready because they
ain't even got employees yet.
Yeah.
They ain't even got office yet. the Initiative.
Yeah, they're the furthest out. Yeah.
The console, as I said, if you want to look at it from a multi-platform show, it was awesome.
It would have been nice to see maybe Amy. I would have been nice to see Amy Henny maybe get one of those studios. I
agree because she's a great storyteller. I agree.
Ripping Gaming made a video where he took out all the multiplats. Man, the show was 17 minutes long.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he gave the win to Microsoft. I mean, it's his opinion. It's all subjective. But he was. I mean, despite him doing that, he was like, "Yeah, well, they still had a better press conference." It's like, dude, you just ripped them for the content. Yeah, I mean, but look. It's all subjective. I gave Microsoft an 8 out of 10. I'm like, look, thanks for showing me a bunch of games that I'm going to be either playing on a PC when I'm done with it or playing on a PlayStation.
And
that's fine. Right? Like, they needed something new.
But
this conference again was what? Halo, Gears, and Forza.
Yeah, that's true.
Games that Xbox fans bought Xbox for.
That's another great point, boys. Thank you.
Fuck you, boys.
No,
you can't argue with that, damn it.
Yeah,
Gears and Forza.
That's what they bought it for.
Like I said, I'll end it with this, man. We are in the same exact spot that we were in before E3.
I think we're a little further. I mean, well, as far as exclusive games this year, okay, we know what we have.
Exclusive games in 4 years.
I don't think all of them are going to be 4 years.
I'm not counting.
I don't think all of them.
We're not counting Gears and Halo in this.
Right. Oh, we're not.
No,
because Gears is next year. No, okay. What about Crackdown next year? No, that don't count.
Because we've been saying they need something new.
New IP. Oh yeah, listen. One of my big negatives about this press conference was no new IPs. That's unacceptable. In 3 years, no new IPs. The last new IP was that dog shit Sea of Thieves. That was the last new IP they announced, man. So I'm with you on that one. Man. But that doesn't mean I'm about to bury my Xbox 6 feet under.
I know, bro. You'll stick with it no matter what, man.
It's right. I'm playing my multiplatform. I can't wait to play. Hey, I can't wait to play fucking Red Dead Redemption 2. You know, I love multiplayer.
Yeah, you enjoy the world's most powerful console.
Yeah, man. Because I'm not a PC guy. So I'd rather have the best console.
Showcasing Battletoads this year.
Hey man, hey man, what's wrong with you tonight, man?
Hey, I'm happy for the whole Battletoads thing. I do not care.
And it's probably going to be a $20 game too. You know, it's not going to be a AAA. Which
Still
I don't know how you make
back.
Battletoads a AAA anyway. Yeah, I agree.
You guys
people have been asking for that for years.
Not see though, like this. Like PS4 is showing shit that looks like almost next generation.
Yes, we know about that, and that's the great thing.
On here on the world's most powerful console.
Wags.
on the fucking beast.
Wags, you are up here repeating yourself, man. You're telling shit we already know. PlayStation has the best developers.
Yeah, I know
Dog, the best developer in the world. So why you keep on saying this shit?
I know you guys know, but you're cool with it. You're like, oh yeah, this is what it is. What are you gonna do? That's the mentality.
Hey, Microsoft got to build themselves back up, man. Listen, hold on. Okay. Listen. I'm gonna say this one more thing. Phil, I keep on saying Phil Spencer because he just did a good ass interview. He pretty much, I'm paraphrasing here, but he pretty much said things were fucked up in Xbox land.
Who believes him? Who believes him?
Man, I don't think he's a liar though. Why you say he's a liar?
He's always saying some shit does come to fruition. He sells
PC.
Dirt.
Maybe they changed their mind, Wags.
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Fuck him.
Okay, but listen, I'm paraphrasing here, but he said things was fucked up in Xbox. He said they had it was some transitions. They got a new CEO that didn't really think gaming was really what was popping because he came in at a time with the release of the Xbox One X, and we know how bad that was. So they couldn't invest money like they wanted to. Watch it. It's the Giant Bomb interview. Watch the interview. I know you hate Phil Spencer, but I think it's a good interview.
Oh, but
they couldn't invest.
Hear some. Oh, they weren't allowed to invest any money. I don't give a fuck about that.
I know you don't wag.
That's an internal problem. You know what happens? When companies have problems like that?
Yeah.
A lot of them go out of fucking business.
Yeah, that's my point. Hey, listen.
Do
you remember the rumors earlier in the generation? People were saying Xbox, there was a possibility they might get rid of Xbox. That was the truth, I'm assuming now, because they was fucked up, man. But listen, what I'm saying is, it's good now, but because of those bad years, they're playing catch up. That's all it is, man. While the biggest competitor is absolutely killing. That's why it's looking so bad right now. Sony's killing. Xbox is over here trying to redeem themselves, trying to get back to where they want to be. That's all I'm saying.
All right, so when it's all said and done, you're okay with Gears, Forza, and Halo, and you'll be patient enough to wait the 4 to 5, 6+ years until these new games come out.
Listen, I enjoy those 3 games. I have no choice but to wait, and I also can play great exclusives on the PlayStation and the great multiplats. I'm a gamer. Fine. I have these consoles. I don't have a Switch because I don't like Nintendo games, but I have the PlayStation. I have Xbox. I can play these great multiplats and the great PS4 exclusives, and also Forza, Halo, Gears while waiting for their new games. That's all I'm saying. That's
absolutely your choice, but my personal opinion, that's the way I feel about it. I've said this before. I'm not going to continue to keep supporting the company. That does not want to support us. So
you're entitled to that. You're entitled to that 100%.
So what are you gonna do, Jay? What's your plan?
I'm PS5. I'm PS5, but I got everything. But I'm PS5 next gen. Fuck, I will never, ever buy another Xbox again.
I mean, are you gonna sell your Xbox or what's the plan?
I can't get no money for this bitch.
What about GameStop in a
It's
couple?
gonna sit there. $200 trade.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's 200 trade right now. I posted on Twitter. Yeah, 200 trade.
Well, won't it go back up again after E3 when the price goes back to normal?
That shit went down after E3. It was like 250. But so hey, anyway, so Silver Sky, you want to speak on this at all, or are you gonna, or is The Last of Us, or go ahead.
Speak on what?
Xbox's conference.
I already spoke on The Last of Us.
Hey, but this dude is great, man. What's his name? Silver. This dude was a fucking legend, dude.
Yeah. Okay, so that was E3 though. Like I said, Xbox's conference, exciting. It was a good conference for if you're a gamer, if you enjoy third-party games, but it was not good for Xbox.
In terms of like console exclusive stuff.
For anything.
I will say, at least for multiplatform, they did do well, but like for everything else, they were kind of lacking.
I just said for Xbox. As an Xbox, as Xbox themselves, like I said, they got completely outshined by all these multiplats. People care about Halo, yeah, but all these multiplats completely outshine any game.
Well, they do try to promote themselves as the best place to play.
Yeah, what the fuck does that mean?
What it technically means is multiplats until you could wait patiently for the next 2 years to get these 3 games.
Yeah, wait 5 to 6 years, man. Anyway, so that was Xbox's E3. So one last topic that I really don't want to talk about. Oh, here's the other thing about Xbox. Hold up. So the end.
I thought we was done.
Hold on. They ended the show with Cyberpunk, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I don't like them ending shows with multiplats. I agree with you there.
Well, it was fun.
Even though Cyberpunk looks amazing, though.
They didn't show nothing. We don't know what it's going to look like. That's the problem, is that they show no gameplay. I don't mind them showing Cyberpunk at the end, but it's like, we're going to get gameplay of this. And then, you heard that Price is Right Lose song. It's just like, good grief, no gameplay. That's what was disappointed about their conference, is no release dates and hardly no gameplay. That's unfortunate, but that's the conference that they ran. But it is what it is.
Hey,
let's gauge real quick. I ain't got we ain't got too many people in here, but thank you to the people who are here right now. Quick question to the chat. Just put Microsoft's conference, W or L. I'm just curious.
I'm going with W.
Fan base. Let's go fan base WAGS.
I got people who see past the bullshit in this chat, dirt. But okay, so last topic. Something that I didn't want to bring up, but apparently it's like the biggest topic right now in gaming. If you guys don't know the whole story by now, Fortnite released on the Switch 2 days ago. And yeah, I know, Craig, I know. Fortnite released on the Switch 2 days ago, and apparently, if you had a Sony, if you played Fortnite on a PlayStation, apparently you cannot transfer that your profile from your Epic account from PlayStation to the Nintendo Switch console or to the Xbox, where you want to do. So apparently, people are saying that Sony is holding these Epic accounts hostage. Do you guys have any thoughts on that? On this whole, I'm sure you've heard about this.
Again, people need to read their terms of service when it comes to Sony, because it clearly states what they do. When you log into their servers, you are logging into their servers. That's a closed account as far as crossplay is concerned. They do it with PC and I don't know some of OS and Android. So and again, the people who are complaining about this are just a bunch of moist ass simps that wear skinny jeans, because who cares about playing multiplats fucking online and calling it a B2? If you want to do that shit, play on PC. That shit is so 15 years ago. I'm going to stand over here in the bush and I'm going to shoot him in the face, and then you get one-man army, and then what the fuck are these people talking about? So, and there's nothing wrong with Fortnite, and if you don't want to play it on the PlayStation, you can play it on the Switch or play it on the Xbox. And the last time I checked, now I could be wrong, Fortnite was free to play on the PlayStation. You got to pay to play that shit on the Xbox. So instead of them bitching about what Sony may or may not be doing, why don't you call your master and chuck, jive, and dance and buck and coon for him to get this game free like everybody else has it for free? It's just a bunch of simps, man. That's all I got.
That's a good.
Hey,
that was a good
now
analysis.
you know, Craig. I don't really have an opinion on this issue, but I will admit that Xbox not letting free games be played without Xbox Live, I do think is a fail. I do think they should let people be able to play free games without having Xbox Live. I totally agree with you right there. But the other shit, I don't really have an opinion about that shit, man. I just don't give a fuck. Sorry.
I know you don't play Fortnite, yeah. like I said, man, I don't think I think it's being blown like way out of proportion. Now, do I necessarily agree with it? Apparently they're letting people transfer their accounts over. No, fuck it, just let them do it. I really, I don't think it's a big deal if they want to do it. If they don't want to do it. Like I said, my opinion on this is pretty not a lot, man. I don't think it's a big deal at all because everybody's acting like such a big deal, right? Fortnite. It's all cosmetics. I play Fortnite on Xbox. It's all cosmetics, all of it. There's no progression whatsoever. There's no stamina. You're no health. No shield buff. You're not losing any weapons. It's all emotes and skins, right? So the fact you can't transfer that over is the thing that people are bitching about the most, and it's just not a big deal, man. And some people are saying like, "Oh, I spent $200 on Fortnite skins and shit." I say, well, first of all, you're a fucking idiot, and second of all, I'm glad you get fucked over for supporting that bullshit.
Hey, Wags. I will tell you this though. I'm sorry, because I will tell you this. When my daughter comes over my house to play it, she has a PS4. She comes over here to play it. She's like, "Dad, you don't have anything. You don't have this emote. I don't even want to play it. I don't even want to play it." So maybe because them Fortnite players, that cosmetic shit means a lot to them people, man. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm sure it does, but like I said, like this wasn't a problem at all until the Switch got Fortnite. Nobody was bitching about not being able to play Fortnite on their Xbox from their PlayStation profile.
It's the Switch, right?
Yeah,
that's a good point.
So this problem's always been there. So
but it's coming from PlayStation people, though. They're the ones upset about it. I mean, it's PlayStation people complain about it.
Yeah, but they can transfer their profile, but I'm having a hard time thinking because Epic's saying that it's a Sony thing. Epic's saying that Sony's not letting it happen. I don't understand that, considering that it's Epic's servers, is it not? You log on to your Epic account, so how in the hell, even if Sony wanted to, could they hold these accounts hostage? Because all your shit is linked to your Epic account.
Yeah,
I don't know, man.
That's what I've said. That's why I said people need to read their terms of service because that's an agreement that's made way before this all started, and so I don't. I agree. To me, it's stupid. It's just people,
and that's a good point, Craig. Like, how if this is such a big deal, right? How can Epic come out and say that that this is their game, this is their service like that? How can Epic come out and say that? Oh, you gotta talk to Sony. Like, motherfucker, these are your servers. Like, you talk to Sony.
Your servers. So
you talk to Sony. You talk to Sony and get my shit free.
Yeah, I don't see why I know why they're complaining because they don't have anything else to talk about. Number two, I agree with. I was on a podcast earlier, and like one of the people was saying, Sick Humor was saying, look, Microsoft may not want any type of crossplay. They just want to be able to say, I know why Sony doesn't want to do crossplay with Microsoft is there's a huge reason, but ultimately Sony wanted crossplay last gen. Microsoft said no. Wasn't a big deal. Microsoft has every right to say no. Now Sony is saying no, and all of a sudden, oh my God, you think the sky's falling down. But ultimately, what this comes down to is Sony could do crossplay, but why do crossplay when you get no benefit from it? Nintendo has 18 million users, and Microsoft has 33. So why are you sitting at close to 80 going to help them? So the only place you can go is up, and you go to PC because they got over 100 or whatever 200 million possible users, and that's who you play with. So you don't play with people who are lesser than you. That's just the way they look at it.
But like this isn't even about crossplay. This is just
I was about to say that
Epic accounts. But I think we know crossplay is not happening at all. But I still don't think it's not that big of a fucking deal. Like, I'm like, if you spend that much money on a shit and you feel that's bad, you can't transfer your shit over. My question is, like, how come you're not pissed off at fucking Ubisoft because you can't transfer your shit, or EA, whoever the fuck else, Rockstar? I was telling Dirt before this chat started, man. Like, when you buy a game, right? If you're a multiple console owner, if you buy any game, right, whether it's Madden or Far Cry or any of these multiplats, you know beforehand, do I want this for the Xbox or the PS4? Knowing full and damn well that whatever platform you start that game on, that is where all your save data is going to be, and you will have no option to transfer that shit to another console.
You can't.
That's what I mean. So I understand why this is such a big thing. Like I said, could Sony do it? Sure. I think it should do it. Just so everybody shuts the fuck up about it. But
I agree with you, Jay, not to interrupt you, but Sony knows this. As far as the whole crossplay thing, Microsoft won't stop with one game because they get inundated with calls about MLB The Show. I mean, like the studio that did MLB The Show had to release a press statement because there's so many people calling them about playing this game on the Xbox. Xbox does not want to have to create games. They want to backdoor into people's systems so that everybody can just play. And anybody who knows anything about competition that's the equivalent of the Alabama Crimson Tide giving the Auburn Tigers their playbook right before the game, 2 days before the game starts. Because Microsoft, that's the way they'll do things. They'll just say, "Oh, well, you did it for Fortnite. Now you should do it for Madden. You did it for Madden. Now you should do it for FIFA." That's what they're going to do. Right. And it won't stop. Then it'll be those 3 games, and then they'll start, we got all these people crying. They want to play MLB The Show. This is not right for them. Because when you listen to the Xbox community, that's what they're bitching about. They're literally saying, I shouldn't be punished for buying an Xbox. I should be able to play anything. That's what they believe. And that's what's getting back to Microsoft. Because they ain't got no
How
fucking
we start talking about Microsoft? What the fuck?
All right, Microsoft is
those two go hand in hand, Dirt. Peanut butter jelly.
Microsoft at an executive level is talking about crossplay. You don't see the Nintendo executives on Twitter talking about.
That's true.
So that's where it's coming from. They need it going forward. Now, maybe it's not as important because they're opening up more studios, but their goal is to put games everywhere, even on the Sony, or even have people having on other systems. It doesn't matter if it's a Sony system, a Nintendo. It could be Odyssey, for Christ's sake. That's what they want to do. And but again, Sony knows Microsoft won't stop with one game. When you say yes to them once, you're going to have to say yes to them again. And that's what Microsoft will do. They should do it for FIFA. This is not fair. They should do it for Rainbow Six Siege. That's what they'll start doing because they want that wall to come down because that makes their system what? More valuable. It now becomes very valuable because they'll.
You got good points, man. You got good points.
That's a good point. Like I said, before this started, man, I downloaded Fortnite on my Switch right for this podcast, and I logged in with my Xbox account. I linked to my Xbox account, and it was quick. Everything, all my shit was there. And apparently with Sony, you can't do that. Like I said, but I just don't think it's that big of a deal, man. I don't.
I agree.
I think if this really is Sony's choice to do this,
so be it.
Yeah, I don't think it's. I'm sure it's more of an underlying reason. It's not it's not anti-consumer shit, man. Like they're not like ripping money out of you or it's fucking like you paid for this shit, but you paid through fucking you paid to Fortnite. This is a first party PlayStation game, right? But my main problem here is like I heard Sick talk about this too. Is like how in the fuck is this possible that Sony could even have the option to hold this if it's epic shit? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's something we got to figure out. I don't know.
So the details are still sketchy there. I know PlayStation come out with a statement, and so is Epic. But PlayStation addressed it, but they kind of addressed it in like a "fuck you" way. They kind of just said like, "Oh, like we got nothing else to say this time. Let's deal with this shit."
They placed it up under the bus. They threw them under the bus.
So I don't know what's gonna happen with that, man. But at the end of the day, I think it's a blown up proportion, man. Like no other game does this. No other game.
Yeah, but they're expected to because they're expected to help raise everybody else up. It's like, you are my competitor. I'm not going to help you up. My foot is on your throat, and we're pressing down.
Another great point. That's why I always tell people, I'm like Sony wants to see Microsoft die.
Yeah, they
would love nothing more than see the Xbox go away.
Right.
Yeah.
That's way more money for them.
Right. Yeah, they have to. On the next generation, they'll do it. So that's without a doubt, because they're doubling down on first party IP. They've said that, at multiple conferences. Hey, we're doubling down on our first party IP. You can't control what the third party people are doing. So that's the unfortunate thing. And how do I prove that? Look at Microsoft's E3 conference. They're at the mercy of third party developers, depending on what the third party developer wants to do. They didn't have any gameplay. Microsoft is fucked because they didn't have nothing to show on the first part. So, but ultimately, yeah, it's a whole Epic and Sony thing. And I've said before, here's what I would do if I was Sony. Let me say this and take 30 seconds. I would go to Microsoft's office. I would demand a meeting. I would say, look, we're going to do crossplay. But as soon as we hear somebody make a racist comment, a derogatory comment, and we track it back to your servers and your people, you're going to sell us your Xbox company for $1. Now let's do crossplay. That's what I would say to them. And then that would force Microsoft, because there's no way, and then Microsoft would not do crossplay. Because ultimately, that's what they're going to say. They have people they have been recorded making racial and connotations and jokes and stuff like that. Yeah. That's why Phil Spencer addressed that at that conference.
Yeah, but that's
bullying, cyberbullying.
To be fair with that, there's plenty of assholes on PlayStation.
Yeah, of course there are. but Sony is not begging for this.
Right. Hey, it's 9:50 though, man. I gotta get out of here in a minute. Silver Sky, you any thoughts on this?
Concrete Genie.
That game was awesome, man. That game was awesome, by the way.
It was so from it. You got any thoughts on this at all or no?
Concrete Genie.
Oh god. appreciate the input there, Silver.
Anytime.
Okay, but that's it, guys. That's all I got for this week. Unless you guys, I didn't really talk about. We didn't get into Square Enix conference, Ubisoft's conference, all those shit. But
yeah.
I ain't got time to hang out. Let me ask you guys one question. As far as not counting the main stages, but on these side conferences, what game are you guys most hyped for? As far as like Skull and Bones or
You know what? I am hyped for Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Oh yeah, look good.
I'm hyped for that.
I am hyped for Resident Evil 2.
Yep.
That was
Days
on the main
Gone. What do you say, Craig?
That was on the main stage, right?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
Days Gone was not on the main stage, so I choose Days Gone.
Oh,
you're all about PlayStation out there, Silver. You guys see
I'm going to say
The room is PlayStation.
I'm going to say
you guys see his statues back here, man. That's his PlayStation room, bro.
Let me see.
That beard is molded. That beard is molded after.
That's all I fuck with.
After
Nathan,
Kratos.
You got Nathan Drake back there. Yeah.
That's right, boy.
But like I said, I gotta get going, man. I can't even do. I'm sorry, boys. I can't even do 7, man. I gotta get out of here.
No, I know you gotta go.
But hey, thank you everybody who watched this live, pre-recorded. Everybody in the chat, yada. We'll do the outros real quick. We'll start with not Fatal. I'm sorry, Silver Sky. Go ahead, bro.
The Last of Us, baby. Let's go.
Yes, sir. Short, sweet, to the point. I don't know why they're like him. He reminds me so much of Fatal. You do, Silver. Like not like looks wise or anything, but like just.
Blocked. I would never say some dumb shit like that, man. That man plays the worst games on the planet.
No, not that. No, not that. Like it's how hyped y'all get over like certain games and shit. Yeah, but I agree. Yeah, I agree. He does play his trash ass games though. He said he's hyped for Farming Simulator 19.
I saw that. I blocked him.
He said he blocked
you. Next up is Dirk Griggity.
Hey man, thanks again, man. Great show today. I appreciate it. Xbox go all the way, baby. 5 more years, baby. Let's do it.
Stop your shit, man. Yeah. 5 more years till you get a fucking new game. Go ahead, boys.
Yeah, this is Voice Legend, specialized in parody dubs and all that good shit. So be sure to stop by my channel. Also, thank you for having me here, JWAGS, once again.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Always love having you on. Craig Harris.
Oh yeah, thanks for having me. Appreciate being here. It was fun. Just keep playing your games. So
yeah, I appreciate all you guys coming on. Hey, Silver Scott, man, I get you on more often, man. But I'll know to ask you more about PlayStation topics because you had a lot to say on that shit. But anything else, you were just
He's going to say The Last of Us.
The Last of Us. I already talked to The Last of Us. But that's it for this time, guys. Enjoy this video. Like, comment, subscribe, all that bullshit. We'll talk to you guys next time. Thanks.
Peace out.
oh.